dear friends, welcome back to Help in English channel. Today we continue the educational sessions dedicated to idioms and phrasal verbs within the framework of business English. And today is our fourth session dedicated to this subject. We continue enriching our vocabulary by idioms and phrasal verbs. And again, today we have 7 new idioms to learn and 5 new phrasal verbs to incorporate into our vocabularies. So let's have a look at the ones that I have prepared for you. And hopefully you won't find them too difficult to memorize and to learn. So the first idiom is to face the music. I would say that this idiom is pretty popular in the English spoken language. So what does that mean? To face the music. To deal with an unpleasant situation, to meet criticism. Let's have a look at the example in the sentence. It's much better to face the music and to finally admit that we failed with this project. To face the music meaning to admit something. To walk a tightrope. To walk a tightrope. What is the meaning of this idiom? To be involved in a difficult situation where any mistake can put a successful outcome into jeopardy. You know that jeopardy is threat, right? Risky situation. So raising this issue at today's meeting is like walking on a tightrope. One word would end that can lead to a major escalation. Next idiom, to jump on a bandwagon. To jump on a bandwagon. What is the meaning of this one? To join in with what others are doing to one's own advantage. To join in to one's own advantage. And the example in the context. Our city was the first to build a scientific and research center, but now other cities are jumping on the bandwagon, trying to benefit from this situation. So, to strike the wrong note. To strike the wrong note. What's the meaning of this idiom? To say or do something unsuitable or displeasing. To strike the wrong note. So the use in the context. Her loud red suit and dissatisfied expression struck the wrong note at the exhibition opening. And idiom number 5, to read between the lines. I would say that this idiom is pretty self-explanatory, to read between the lines. And the explanation to this one is to infer something from a situation statement rather than from what is said, so that you are reading the hidden context. So let's have a look into this at this sentence. Jim tried to stay calm, but he could read between the lines that he was about to be fired. Well, not the best situation. To wait in the wings. Well, I cannot say that this idiom could be met so often as, for example, to read between the lines or to face the music. But still, it doesn't mean that we don't have to learn it. To wait in the wings. So what's the meaning? To be ready to take an opportunity, especially somebody else's job. Not the best situation. The editor-in-chief can't afford to look weak now. He knows there are other people waiting in the wings to take his place. To play the second fiddle. To play the second fiddle. The meaning is to be a supporter and a follower in an activity rather than a leader. So to be a follower. Janie wanted the leading role. She wasn't interested in playing second fiddle to anybody. The next part of our today's session is dedicated to phrasal verbs. But before we pass over to this, I would like to encourage you once more to leave the examples with your idioms in the sentences with the idioms that I have given to you in this session in the commentaries to this video, as well as you can also incorporate the phrasal verbs into your sentences, which is going to make the task even more challenging. So you put together idioms and phrasal verbs. And I would really love to ask you to do that. I would really appreciate it. So let's have a look at the next session, and it's about the phrasal verbs. And the first phrasal verb we're going to look at today is call back. Call back, the meaning: to visit somebody again for a particular purpose. For example, there's nobody can talk to you for a moment. Could you call back later? There is nobody who can talk to you for the moment. Could you call back later? So call once again. Carry something out. Carry something out. The meaning is to do and complete the task. The example in the sentence: this enterprise needs to carry out its return on investment assessment, ROI. And we have already met this term before in accounting session on vocabulary on accounting. Next one, cash in on something. What's the meaning of this phrasal verb? To gain an advantage for yourself from a situation. For example, the real estate brokers are cashing in on the current boom in the real estate market. So they're earning a lot of money using the benefit. Catch on. Catch on, the meaning of this phrasal verb is used about a product or an idea. So to become popular with people. The new eco-friendly cars are rapidly catching on among the European consumers. So they are gaining popularity, catching on. And the last phrasal verb for this session is clean something up. Clean something up. So let's have a look. Clean something up means to remove crime and immoral behavior from a place or an activity. The government of this country has cleaned up its image among the international leaders. Well done, everyone. I hope you found this session useful for you. And I would like to remind you once again that I really encourage you to leave your examples with idioms and phrasal verbs mentioned in this teaching session. Don't forget to put your likes, subscribe, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.